I'm Marilyn Priel. I've come for a visit to Ardenwood Historic Farm. Young and old enjoy observing the farm life here as it was during the mid-1800s. There are many activities throughout the year taking place here, and it so happens that on my first visit today, they're having their Christmas holiday activity. So come with me and we'll look at the farm and see about an old-fashioned Christmas.
Welcome to The Better Part, the program by and for seniors.
We're talking with Ira Bletz at Ardenwood Historic Farm. Hi, thank you so much.
Certainly, I'm glad you're here.
Now tell us the background, the history part of Ardenwood Farms.
Ardenwood is a park, part of the East Bay Regional Park District system today. It's been open to the public since 1985, but its history goes back to the California Gold Rush, when a young man from Indiana named George Patterson came to California looking for gold. He found some, but not a lot, and after a few years he gave up mining and turned to farming. And eventually he moved here and bought a couple hundred acres and started his own farm. Over the years he acquired more land, and then his family, his wife, after he died, continued buying land. And so at one point, this was a more than 3,000 acre farm. Today it's 205 acres, and we still farm crops like wheat and corn and oats. And we also lease some land to a modern farmer, so broccoli and cauliflower things are grown here.
What are they doing with the things that they actually grow, this farm?
The things that we grow here, we grow as part of our educational program. The oats we grow, we feed to our farm animals. The wheat, we use some of it here. We grind it into flour and cook with it. But most of it we sell, just like any farmer would sell their wheat. The corn, we actually give away most of it to the public who comes to our harvest festival. They pick all our entire corn crop. They give us half of what they pick. And we grow Indian corn and popcorn. The Indian corn we feed to the animals. Popcorn we give away and pop it so people can eat it.
So they actually come here, you've raised the crops, and then the people come here, pick some, and give you half of everything they...
Right, exactly. They become sharecroppers for a day. So in the middle of October every year, we have our harvest festival. We invite people out into the cornfield. They can pick all they want. They just have to give us half.
They're getting organic food then?
Yes, all of our fields are certified organic. So all the crops that come off here are organic.
Well, there's a beautiful farmhouse on the way in, a lovely Victorian home. Now, that's where they lived?
That was the Patterson family's house, though they never called it a farmhouse. They called it a ranch house, because as the family prospered, they felt that it would be too much hard work to call yourself a farmer. If you were a gentleman in Victorian days, you wanted to be a little higher status, and so they figured a rancher would be that person. It was a farm.
Beef was big in those days too, I guess.
It was. The family actually had a large cattle ranch near Lake Del Val, out near Livermore. And in the early days, they would actually drive the cattle all the way from Livermore to here through Niles Canyon and across what's now Fremont so that they could ship it off to market.
I noticed walking in that there was a sort of a sign set up that said the Ohlone Indians had been here in the early days.
Right, before the gold rush, before Europeans came, the Ohlone Indians lived all through the Bay Area. And there were some village sites here at Ardenwood. They were not large or permanent villages, but they would be places where the Ohlones would gather to collect grains or grasses from seeds, and sort of transitional camps.
Did you find actually artifacts and things?
We haven't actually found any artifacts because this area was farmed for so many years, and the soil in the Ohlone sites was great soil, and so a lot of it was just drug out into the fields and used to build up the soil there.
Yes, and then let's see, you have all kinds of events seasonal, like you said. In the fall you have the harvest festival. What would you, and I know you have a Christmas event, and
yes,
you're already decorated
right,
for that.
We're ready to go with that.
Yes. And what are some of the things that we would expect at the Christmas events?
The Christmas event, we kind of recreate some of the things that would have been popular in the late 1800s or early 1900s as part of a Christmas celebration. So we have a Yule log hunt, which was a traditional children's game. We have a lot of craft activities. We have Father Christmas, predating Santa Claus. Santa was a little is a little more recent development, but we have Father Christmas here. We also have historic cooking demonstrations where we make holiday cookies that people can taste. And we have music, puppet shows, a lot of different activities just to get people started and in the mood for the coming holiday season.
Those are daytime events then?
Yes, they're during the day. The event runs from, all of our events run from 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock at night.
For about
4
4
p.m.
2 days a week then?
Some of our events are 2 days, some are 1 day, some are 3 days. We have, in April every year, we have sheep shearing day. It's the second to last Sunday in April.
I'm coming for that.
We shear all of our sheep. We have an event on July 4th, Independence Day celebration that recreates the type of thing a community would do in the late 1800s. We have our historic rail fair over Labor Day weekend, so that's a 3-day event. We have a Cajun Zydeco Music Festival every August. We have a Shakespeare Renaissance Festival in September every year. We have the Harvest Festival in October, and then we end the event season with our Christmas event at the beginning of December.
Well, that sounds so fun. We'll definitely want to come back and partake in all those events. And thank you so much for explaining it all to us. And is there anything else that you think maybe we should know that I don't know about yet?
Well, after the Christmas event, wintertime is not a great time for farming. All of our winter crops will be in the ground. We're waiting for them to grow, but we're very lucky here at Ardenwood to have monarch butterflies that overwinter here. So from December through early February, we have hundreds of monarch butterflies that gather in our eucalyptus groves. They're actually, we're very happy to be able to provide programs year-round. The park's open Tuesday through Sunday. We're closed on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day, but the rest of the year we're open, and we invite people to come out and explore the farm.
What's the admission?
The admission during the winter will be $2 for adults and seniors, $1 for children. Children 3 years and under are free. In April, we have historic days when the Patterson House is open for tours, the blacksmith is here, and the horse-drawn train ride operates, which are all included in the admission. On those days, the admission is $6 for adults, $4.50 for seniors, and $3.50 for children.
That's very reasonable for a day of fun. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Ira. It's a pleasure talking with you.
Thanks for coming out today.
Let's go for a walk. This looks like a really nice place to start on our sightseeing trip around the farm. There's a lot of interesting farm equipment and machinery stored in several sheds on the property. One of the largest crops raised here in the early days was walnuts.
That was my cousin Paul, and I'm going to make him a bottle opener for a Christmas present. I'm just going to do it on the forge.
Yo.
Do you have like a special attachment for each shape you want to make?
I make specialized tools for whatever pieces I need, because I have to make more than one.
Like I saw you wrapping this around this piece over there.
Yep, that's just a bending tool.
Uh-huh.
And that tool is useful for a couple of the things that I make, so it's a multi-purpose tool.
So you actually create your own...
Oh, I have to make all my own tools, yes. That's the nature of blacksmithing.
Out and behind the blacksmith shop is the horse corral. These horses resting up are like the large European plow horses. I don't know if they plow any fields on the farm, but they do pull the train on all the railroad tracks that cross over the farm. Southern Pacific made a deal with the family that if they could run a line through the property, they would stop the train here to accommodate the family and farm. And as Ira was saying, another fun event here at the farm is Railroad Days and the Railroad Museum. I've been seeing some school bands off in the distance, and I think it's time that we should go over to where the Christmas activities are happening. And you know, the big event today is the Yule log hunt.
I think somebody just snuck that in here. You know what? I have some more skinny red ones for you. There you go. Fat greens. You know, it looks like they cut all the greens pretty skinny. Yes. You know what I'm doing is fat reds and skinny greens. I'm going to run them all together, keep a little variety.
I'm doing it.
They would make us do dressings and all sorts of things.
Oh my God, we're on camera. We're Mad Molly. We've been in existence since 1995. And this type of dancing is part of English Morris dancing. You may have heard of Morris. They dance with bells on their legs. They wave handkerchiefs. They come out in the spring. Molly dancers came out at this time of the year, and they danced at 12th night. And they raised money to keep a light lit in the church.
Candles.
What?
Candles, not ale, no, candles.
Candles, yes. And then we go house to house and dancing. And if any person was too stingy, too mean, just too out of the spirit of the season to contribute, why, they dragged a plow around with them. They're often called the plow boys. They would plow up the front yard. Now, living in Silicon Valley, we don't have a plow, but we do have very large magnets.
Ouch.
So we'll come and reformat your hard disk. Contribute vitally to the operations of Ardenwood. Thank you. big hulking guys.
This time. Again.
Did anyone find the Yule log? No! Would you like another clue? Yes! Would you like a special bonus double clue? Yes! All right, so you are looking for a piece of walnut that big around, wrapped in a red ribbon, sitting on the farm. If we divided the farm into 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's in piece number 4. Now I know that is still 51 1/4 acres, but this double bonus special clue is going to help you. Part 1, the Yule log is hidden on the ground. Part 2, from where the Yule log is hidden, you can see the Patterson house. Go!
Go! Patterson house!
Leaving the farmyard, there are other Christmas things happening over by the Pattersons' home.
It was Christmas Eve, and in a small village in Germany, the Snow Queen was powdering the ground with white ice, preparing the countryside canvas for the snow pictures the children would make the next day. Oh, what a lovely sight it was. Snowflakes danced around her flowing robes.
Oh, you found me out. Thank you for this lovely nutcracker. I shall always keep him by my side. I won't let Mama and Papa take him away and put him on a shelf like they do with your other gifts. He is not so fragile and hasn't any working gears.
That is good. For you see, Clara, that is no ordinary nutcracker.
He isn't?
Oh, dearie me, no. This is an enchanted prince you hold in your arms, waiting for you to have need of his help. Until that time, he is content to stay in your warm embrace. But enough for now. I must get your next surprise ready. Now the two of you stay out of trouble.
Clara, look what Uncle Drosselmeyer made for me. A new captain for my soldiers. Isn't he the best? Much better than an ugly nutcracker.
This is an enchanted prince, not just a nutcracker, and he rules over your soldiers anyway.
My men only take orders from me. They're general. We'll see whether they listen to a big-mouth nutcracker or not. Ha ha ha.
I know you're special, and when you ask all the toys to follow your commands, I'm sure they'll listen.
Children, hurry! It's time for the doors to open. The children knew that behind those oak doors were all sorts of grand toys and holiday treats, and they knew that the family would gather together in there and laugh and share holiday gladness with their friends and neighbors. And with a flourish, the large doors magically opened. Once, long ago, in the land of candies and toys, there lived a pretty sugar plum fairy princess. There also lived there a wicked mouse king who wanted to take over Candyland and eat whatever he could of the kingdom. And one day, he captured the pretty princess.
Get some pictures here, so.
Well,
Hey, you gotta say cheese. Cheese.
Say paparazzi.
Hey, there we go. Say paparazzi.
Yeah, Bill might could have said you're right.
Oh, ho, ho.
Scary. Scary, scary.
Hey, Logs, over here. I think I finished that card.
This is sort of the Victorian English tradition, so that's what it is. It's Santa Claus in this country. In Holland, it's Sinterklaas. In France, it would be Père Noël, and so on and so on. In England, it's Father Christmas. So that's what we do here.
I'll read that. Well, this dude got a camera, dog. Some paranormal stuff.
Don't touch anything. Anything at all. So I can touch the ground too.
You didn't touch the ground.
We can't touch it.
This is an easy place with clean, simple fun. a peaceful place to bring your family. We will return, but goodbye for now. May all of you have many good holidays to come.